This is 5. I think we can do this. Meathook will hit him for 1 here. I don't even care about the land. I wasn't even sure if I had another forest. And then for the victory. Yeah. Hello everybody, what's up, what's going on? My name's Kyle. I'd like to thank you all for stopping by to check out my video on my channel, Arena Hacks. Today I'm looking at a Golgari deck that I put together using Shigeki and doing lots of graveyard shenanigans. We like to ramp as well and play big spells like Invoke Despair, Titan of Industry, and Greater Tanuki in order to win the game. Nice big tramplers here for winning the game. So Greater Tanuki is really awesome because we also get some ramp out of it with his channel ability. So 3 mana, get a land onto the battlefield. All our ramps about getting lands onto the battlefield too. So it's good ramp. It's not like mana dorks that can be killed and then you can't get your ramp. So this channel does work with that, and then it doubles as a great creature to play late game to help really put pressure on our opponent to win the game. Neverwinter Dryad is another form of ramp. We get forest out of our library with this. Directly onto the battlefield for 2 extra mana and sacrificing the Dryad after playing it. You don't need to tap it or anything. If you have 3 mana, you play it, and then you have 2 mana remaining to just sacrifice it right away, and it's much like channeling Greater Tanuki in that case. Same mana cost and everything. You're just getting a forest instead of any basic land of your choice. This can be shot down if you don't have the mana. If you don't have the 2 mana after you play it, you need to wait till you untap on your next turn. Your opponent does have the opportunity to shoot this down, and then you don't get your ramp. We also have Dig Up, which really helps with making sure we hit our land drops, digging up a land. Also, that Cleave ability right there is just super awesome when we need more removal, like Binding of the Old Gods. We can just cleave our Dig Up, get our Binding of the Old Gods, and now we've got removal and more ramp. We can also dig up Bala Ged Recovery so that we can bring Shigeki back to our hand after we channel him and get our Invoke Despair back into our hand, get our Greater Tanuki that we channeled early game back into our hand, get our Titan of Industry that our opponent somehow got rid of, and get him back into our hand so we can cast them all again with all this mana that we're generating with Binding of the Old Gods, Greater Tanuki's channel, the 2 mana ability on Shigeki, Dryad, Dig Up, all this stuff. Also Topiary Stomper. I want to take a minute to talk about Topiary Stomper and Greater Tanuki. I only have 1 in here just because I only have 1 in my collection. I was originally thinking of putting 4 in here, but having Greater Tanuki is really good because you have that end game spell, that late game spell that's just really powerful with trample. If anything, I say you can maybe balance them, 2 of each, because then that way you still have those creatures, the Tanuki, for a great way, like a nice trampling creature late game. Topiary Stomper doesn't trample, it's just a 4/4 with vigilance, but for 3 mana, that's amazing value. And you get to ramp with it. You get another land on the battlefield that you get to tutor up. Only downfall is you can't attack or block until you have 7 lands. So again, this is not much of a creature until later in the game when you have those 7 lands on the battlefield, but not that late game for us because we do get, with all this stuff, we do get lands onto the battlefield pretty quickly. The Invoke Despair, I already mentioned, talked about a couple times already. It helps us win the game, but it does also double as card draw for us, not just making our opponent lose life. It does give us card draw, and it also works as good removal because it makes our opponents sacrifice a whole bunch of their stuff. We also have Meathook Massacre for more removal, so we got lots of removal in this deck. It's definitely a control deck. And Meathook Massacre, it also works as a win con in itself because it drains our opponent as we're playing creatures and they die, and then we get them back with Shigeki. We get Shigeki back with Bala Ged Recovery or Takenuma. Right, and then we get them back, and then we channel them again and get Bala Ged Recovery back, plus other things, and we just do these cycle, and we can keep casting our big boys over here, as well as our Invoke Despair, and just close the game out that way. We really don't have that many creatures in here when compared to our non-creatures. 14 creatures, 23 non-creatures. We're mostly about those spells, removal, Invoke Despair, board wipes, Meathook Massacre, all that stuff. We got our 14 creatures there. 16 black, 25 green. So we're actually pretty heavy on the green in this deck. Although when we're playing, we're 1 or 2 green sources is fine. We're mostly going for our black sources. just so we can make sure that we have the mana to cast our Invoke Despair. Even though green is definitely the big player, is the big number in this deck, this Invoke Despair with all those black in it does make black really important. In fact, we do actually have prioritized more black in the mana base to compensate for that. Not much more black, just one more by the looks of it. So yeah, that's not too bad. Forgot to look up here. We are at 23 lands, and the reason we're at 23 is because we have 4 recoveries that can be played as another land. So that's probably why I dropped the forest, actually, which is why we're a little ahead on black. But we don't really want to play recovery as a land. We want to play it, or we want to cast it, I mean, as a sorcery is what we really want to do with it. So there's the mana base. We do have the Woodland Chasms that we can get with the Binding of the Old Gods. And we also have all these forests here, which the Binding of the Old Gods can get later if we don't have any more of the Neverwinter Dryads. I do believe I had Hive of the Eye Tyrant in this deck at one point, but I took it out during testing simply because I just was never activating it. I was always prioritizing my mana to something to get, you know, Shigeki or whatever, get my spells back, cast my spells, and I never had this mana left over for Hive of the Eye Tyrant, and I was doing, everything was working perfectly well without it. So, or without activating it. So why have a late game tap spell or tap land? I increased my swamps by 2, took away the 2 Hive of the Eye Tyrants, and that gives us a little bit more basics in here that we can get with stuff that get us basics like Greater Tanuki and Topiary Stomper. So that's the deck. That's the breakdown of it. Destroy all our opponent's stuff until we're ready to cast our big stuff. Keep pulling things out of the graveyard to cast over and over again with Shigeki. Keep getting Shigeki back so you can keep doing that with Bala Ged and or Takenuma. And yeah, kick butt. So let's go take a look at those games. But before I do, remember to hit the subscribe down below. Also thumbs up on the video. And make sure to leave a comment as well when you're done watching. Let me know what you think of everything. The deck and just the gameplay. All that stuff. See you out there. Don't love it, don't hate it. Well, I mean, it's kind of nice. Do we dig up a land? I don't know. I don't think so. We almost have enough mana to cleave it, so... You know. So let's get Shigeki out. Hopefully he's okay. No, he's not. Okay, we got more. Let's just sit tight for a while and get this out next turn for mana if we need to. I'd like to dig up, but we need the mana to kick Thirst here to get rid of their Valkyrie, because we cannot let them get going with that. I draw a card, that's annoying. Too bad they didn't kill our Shigeki. We might need to just do this for mana, because we are missing our land drop. We need 2 more black for Despair. How much mana is this? 3. So we have to kick this. That's annoying. Do we just do that and go with the recovery as our land? I do want more black. I say we do this for 1 and we get our black. We can still kick this now and get rid of their angel. What is it? 2 damage in the air. Do we do that? Do we? I feel like we need this for something more powerful. Let's let it go for a turn. Hopefully, don't regret that. Yeah. Damn it. Freaking mana. I was gonna say, I thought I might have been casting it there. I'm like, no, I want the land. The land. We do this -3. That's BS. Let's get rid of the token. End the turn. Come on, one more black and Despair is online. We get to invoke some Despair.
Point me towards the front.
They have to sack Planeswalker? I think they do with Despair. Yeah, it's enchantment, Planeswalker, and it's a creature. One of each, right? Yep. Can we do this for -4 now? Yes, we can. I say we do that then. We have it on the field then, in that case. Gets around their shield counter. Gains us some life. And that double strike trigger does nothing. Holy crap.
I know there's a hero inside you.
Well, it's a black source at least. What do we need? I think we need a Shigeki so we can channel some of our removal back. But we won't be able to get rid of, yeah. We gotta get rid of this before they get cooking with it. That's 3 of them now, right? Jesus. Holy shit. I really want to cleave that for Shigeki. Once we invoke Despair, which I guess we should now. No. Unless they decide to keep both shield to. Oh, they do.
This is your fault.
Yes. I was almost about to play this as a land. We can't do that. We need to channel. We've already got it. It's legendary. We won't have enough mana to do much else. But Invoke Despair will be devastating. Creature gone. Planeswalker gone. Do we have the mana 7? Hell yeah. Alright, that's it. I'm not digging up. I want to cleave it. I still want to get Shigeki. Although it looks like we're going Titan of Industry. Yeah. Kind of need Titan of Industry. Do we want a Rhino? Really need some removal. What do we get? We have 5 life, shield counter, artifact or enchantment. Definitely doing that. Get rid of this. Go with the Rhino. Rhino can't get past Angel. This guy will be able to block the Angels for now. Do we put a shield count? I don't think so. Creature, life. Ooh, tough choice. Let's go with a shield counter. Put it on himself. Whoops. In turn. What is it? 4 mana for channeling. Yeah. Another one. Wow. Great shuffling, great shuffling. 3 retributions, 3 Valkyries. Are you friggin' kidding me? How much mana do we have? 8. We could do -6 with a Meathook. Our boy with reach here should do some defending until then. God, what do they have coming next, though? Gee. So we won't be able to do it this turn, though. What are we going for? Meathook. Yeah, we got to clear their field. It's got to be next turn when we have more mana. Gotta hold the defense here. Gotta try to grind them out. There goes our plans for Shigeki. We still have 3 more in the deck that we could just draw into. Oh, they don't get anything with it. Oh, 2 or less. Nice. So they can do that. We use its ability. Grab ourselves a force. We were going to do that anyways. So that's extra mana. And what do? We need to do -6 with Meathook. That'll work. Holy jeez. 6. And I do want to do 6 just simply because we get to keep our Titan of Industry. Oh my god. I don't know if I should have attacked there. I'm feeling pretty safe because it's triggering for double strike and they got no angel to get double strike. They do have that cave there, but it's 3 damage, not a big deal. Cave's offline now, they don't have the mana. They're still drawing cards and staying in it though, which is super duper annoying. 2 mana in their graveyard, 2 mana something. They do. Of course they do. Yes, more removal. I knew I had more in here somewhere. I wanted to scheme more. So what was I in a binding? What was I thinking? Oh, Takenuma whatever. I wanted to see what I could get out of the graveyard. It needed to be, what, a creature, planeswalker. Really? Nothing but Dryad? That's it? That's what I was looking at here. Oh well, rock on. Beat Angels! Wow, I'm still like, whew, from that last match, just like, freaking Angels, and what a goddamn perfect draw that was too. 3 Valkyries, 3 Retributions. Freaking nailed it all. Whew. Anyways. It's a little slow and we're on the draw. I really don't like that, but I do like the hand a little too much. We're gonna draw, we'll draw a Dryad on our first turn, Neverwinter Dryad, and then we got a first turn play. Thanks. This is my punishment for having a good previous game, right? Mm-hmm. Might as well get the Dryad out. Can't sacrifice it yet, don't have the mana. Hold off on the dig up for now. We will have Stomper coming next turn. Maybe we do want to go dig up. We might have to dig up the turn after though. Take a little. If I want to do this now. We still won't have mana for sacking this. You know what, let's go Stomper. And I still don't want to... Oh, right, of course. Well, we still get its trigger. Black is what we want. 3 black, 1 black away from Invoke Despair. And might as well attack. I don't want to block with it. I'd still like to try to use its ability to get more lands out of our library. They're being awfully annoying with that Shambling Ghast of theirs. Do this for 1. Let's just sack this first. We won't get a trigger of hitting them with it, but I don't want to try to make sure I sacrifice it instantly before this resolves or anything like that. Okay, I'm going to cancel because I didn't really see if that was one. Yes, okay. It's one. So now we got a Meathook out, which is nice. A little drain and gain action going on there. We've now equalized our life points total, 18 to 18. Even it all up. We might have to dig up a black source. Maybe not. Finding the old god, it'll get us our black source eventually in the slow way and get rid of Lolth in the process. And they didn't get spiders. Yes. Because binding hits Lolth like that. We still need another black yet. This will be a tapped, so I really would rather invoke Shigeki or dig up Shigeki with Cleave. We do have the mana to do that. We will eventually get mana because of binding for invoke. Ugh. They get to do nasty stuff when that guy dies. I don't have a whole lot of exile in here. Unfortunately, it's a land, but not a black land. What's their options? Non-dragon creature card. Or we discard 2 cards and we lose 2 life? Yeah. They get their Shambling Gas back, that's about it. Or they can make us discard 2. Alright, well, I think I know what we discard then. No binding. We really got to dig up Shigeki as soon as we can find the mana to do it. So if we have to discard, we're going to go with this land and Bloodchief's Thirst. And then next turn we can invoke Despair. Possibly. Depends on what they do during their turn. We're probably going to invoke Despair. Depending on what they do, we may just dig up Shigeki. So go for the discard. They can hit our graveyard for creatures too. Non-dragon, yeah. They could have taken our dinosaur, our thingy here. No, we're not. Yeah, we don't have the mana to cleave it. Again. Yes, they do nothing. Brilliant. I love it. Continuing to put lands out there with the thing there. I want Boss Man here. How are we doing for lands? 8 of them. Sexy. And we keep Shigeki in our hand. Next turn, we invoke Despair now. I was planning on invoking Despair, I know, like I was saying, but once that cleave opportunity came up for dig up, had to take advantage. So yeah, we're not channeling this now. I think now, before we channel this, I think we just drew into the last one. That's hilarious. Man, we have so many ways of getting rid of that. I say we do the nasty and go for Despair. We don't have enough mana to do both Meathook for 2 and invoke Despair. So let's just Despair. They sack it. Gets around there. Now we finally get Shigeki. After I had to cleave it. Come on, man. Let's get a Dryad out there. Call it a turn. They have a lot of cards in hand. I don't like that. We're in not a bad situation. We've got lots of lands on the field. 2 Shigekis for nice channeling activity going on there. Sack the Dryad. We could have attacked and then sacked it, but I don't know. Go for the land right now so it's untapped. Brilliant. Now we have a way of getting Shigeki back. It's So with 10 mana, we can get 8 cards out of the bin. Oh, dirty. We have 9. I don't think we need that many. How many? What do we want to get? Invoke, Dig Up, Stomper. That's 3. So we need 6, 8 mana. So we have 2 left. Let's just play out 1 Shigeki. And we're gonna channel Shigeki sometime before we take our next turn. Reload our hand with our graveyard. If they have any kind of graveyard shenanigans now and they go to hit something we want to keep, we channel Shigeki instant speed. If they go to kill this one, well, yeah, it happens. Oh, buggers. So what did we say for our cards? Invoke, Dig Up, and Stomper. So they're getting one thing out of their graveyard. So Invoke will hit that. And then we'll see how much mana we have after that. What's Invoke? 5? We'll have 5 left, at least. Maybe we'll just recover one of our Shigekis. They are tanking on what to bring out. They have a Lolth. Ooh, if they do a Lolth and create spiders, that would be shitty. Okay, so they go that way instead. So they still get to when we make them sacrifice it. Ugh, damn it. Do we have any other way of removing it? Son of a bitch. Nah, yeah, this just destroys it. Sacrificing would be not much different. So channel. 3, 1, 2. What are we digging up? A nice big fat Titan of Industry or something like that. Let's do this now. They go for the discard again. Non-dragon creature. We don't have anything super crazy in our graveyard, right? Shigeki is decent. They can take one of our Shigekis. They're getting low on health from our Meathook. So we're discarding Tanuki and Dryad. Stomper? Oh, I really want to try to get Titan of Industry. Let's go Stomper. They're at 7 health. Stomper might just wrap up the game quick. More mana. Get them lands out of that thingy, the, what do you call it, like library. The thingy, what do you call it? What's that thing? What's that thing with all your cards in it? Big stack of cards over at the side. Man, they have never not had like a full hand of cards. I mean, we went pretty low there at one point. There's some juicy creatures in our graveyard now. If they get Junji back, they can steal that stuff. I really don't like. And they probably are getting. Why wouldn't they get Junji back? Really freaking annoying. So let's use this right now. Get Shigeki back, so we can start getting more removal back in Shigeki. And they just have non-stop removal. What's that, 2, 3? No, okay, just 2 Blood on the Snows. And Soul Shatter, which is still freaking annoying. So we can channel our land there to get something back. I don't know if we do that, though. I really want to get Titan of Industry. But I don't know if we do that either. What are they going to do? Make us discard? They might not make us discard. They might take a Tanuki or something. They can go to our graveyard, right? From a graveyard, they can do that. Let's play that as a land. We do have more removal. If we use this for what, 5? Ugh. If we take a Tanuki, it's also 5. Shit. Damn it. Some exile in this deck would be nice. Do we just do it anyways? No. I think let's just end turn and then channel Shigeki. They're gonna get a nice hit here, maybe, if they decide to attack. We have what, 9 mana untapped, so 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we can do 3 more cards again. So we got to be recovery for 1 to get Shigeki back. Maybe binding. But you know what? Invoke Despair. Recovery, Despair. What do we want for number 3? Are you friggin' kidding me? So now he's probably going to do something to get something back there. Gets that back. Gets the death trigger of it. That's 3 now. This is ridiculous, the shuffling that my opponents have been having. Like, are you friggin' kidding me? They're snooping. There's definitely some interesting things there for them to take. And then we might just invoke it all next turn, and then they'll get to take something again with Junji, and then we can maybe do something else. Bloodchief's Thirst or something. It's going to make us discard 2 cards. Maybe we go Meathook and something else. Let's channel Shigeki now so we can get more options for that discard. 3. You. Something I can just discard again. Or something to replace something else I'll discard from my hand. I'm going to have to discard 2. Maybe just grab a Dryad for a discard. Sure. And Meathook. I like the idea of Meathook though. Are they going to play another creature? That's the big question. Let's go Meathook. For 2 mana, we can Bloodchief's Thirst it for 1 and still invoke Despair to get rid of Junji again. Oh, baby. I think this is just game now. Double Despair. Oh! Do whatever you want. Yeah. Just do whatever you want. You're done. Yes. Whoa. We go first. We got a 3rd turn play. Ramp into binding. Black. That's only 3 black. I want to keep it because I have my precious. My precious. I don't know if Invoke Despair really works for that, the ring reference, but whatever. Yeah, but we still gotta wait 3 turns. We are on the play though. 3 turns before we can channel this for a land. I think we probably should mulligan this. That sucks. Yeah, that sucks. This is not really any better. I don't want to mulligan again. I ain't freaking gonna mulligan again. Damn it. Yeah, we have no untapped green on the first turn, so let's throw recovery back. Play this out. You dig up next turn, get another... Let's go black source. One green should be fine for now. We'll find another eventually. Yeah, let's dig up. And we go black source, because that way now we know we're set for despair now. As soon as we find despair, we're good to go. And doing it like that, the reason I did it as that's the land I played, I kind of want them to think we're desperate for lands, which we're not, obviously. Let's hope Shigeki can survive around here. It's always the gamble when you play them out early. And then maybe we can bounce them back to our hand unless they play something super scary. We have to Binding of the Old Gods it. I think we're okay. I think we play this. We only need 2 mana for Shigeki bounce. So we'll do that. We'll use Shigeki to block. See if they maybe they pump up class, try to end attack with a wolf. And then we can bounce Shigeki to block the damage. Maybe I should have played Binding on the... Yeah, then we wouldn't be able to get Shigeki back. That's a little frustrating. It's still only pump up 1. Block some damage first. Use his ability. We got an invoke in... Oh, we do have an invoke in hand, too. I didn't even notice that. Just seeing what we're adding to our graveyard here. Man, another one of these that we draw into? Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Ay, ay, ay. We already have the mana for despair. I kind of want to just shoot down one of their enchantments, but then they'll get a big attack on us next turn. It's a tough one. There's nothing really we can bring back that manages. Maybe the Bloodchief's Thirst. 4 mana to get that back, 1 mana to cast it. Now I want to start getting rid of some of their enchantments here. Let's go the one they've pumped up already. So it's like they're kind of starting back a step. Play out Shigeki as a blocker. I don't like that idea. I want to channel him, so we need to keep him alive. If he dies, we have currently no way of getting him back. That's pretty terrible. I think that's pretty much just game then, I think. Now they've gotten so much damage in on us, like what are we even supposed to do? We need to both kill that thing. They still have the damage. There's nothing we can do. We play this, they sack a chump. Yeah. Well, that's about it then. Oh yeah, we can't even do anything with that. Should have played Invoke. Play that out, whatever. It's game over, dude. Oops. Yeah, whatever. We get to go first. Oh man, we don't have untapped green right away though. Son of a biatch. And then double Dryad. Let's So do they fry this one, or do they let us get our ramp with it? Got a nice ramp. Ooh, that's bad. They're gonna ramp with that now too. We could just kill everything with this. I really want to get ramp with my Dryad. We do have a second Dryad. And there's 2 more potential lands we can play. For green. I'd like to get 1 more black out there. For Despair. Let's attack, see if we can get some damage in. A little extra damage. I doubt they're going to want to trade. They want to generate treasures with this guy. Hook for 1. And we lose our Dryad, unfortunately. But we get some triggers. We drain them for a life. We gain a life. Oh, they draw a card from Sticky Fingers too. Yeah, that makes the death of the creature trigger a card draw. Still, we don't want them generating treasures like crazy. Now they just put another Sticky Fingers on it, 100%. Or they maybe go into Science. Did they play a land this turn? Yeah. Piss off, Shuffler. Like, I'm really sick and tired of this. This is absolute horseshit. Should do it again. Why not? Maybe we just go with Recovery. Play it tapped. Play this out first. It's disgusting. They just keep drawing cards and drawing cards. This is another lot. Like, jeez, like, I'm actually really surprised I got those 2 wins in. Opponents have been having nothing but flawless perfection every goddamn step of the fucking way. Like, holy Jesus shit. 4 games in a row. Like, I'm really happy I got 2 wins in there. Those were impressive. This is just total freaking bullshit. Do all that stuff. We'll sacrifice it for some ramp. Unbelievable. All in the top 12, 14 cards. Such bullshit. No, we can't block it. It's flying. I guess we let it go. Yeah. Isn't it supposed to trigger something? Dies. Oh, when he dies. It was a different thing I was thinking of. Wow. Yeah, what, another Meathook? That's about all, and we do even have the mana for it. We can hit 1 thing. Titan of Industry can block if we have the mana. We're 1 shy. Can't clear it. Do we just get another land? I don't think so. We have the mana for... We've already played our land this turn. We have a mana for Industry. We're probably just dead anyways. They're probably going to get like a bajillion dragons and then just attack with their freaking Hellkite and a bajillion. Alright. Another one with haste. No, that doesn't have haste? No, it doesn't have haste. Oh, that's it? No bajillion dragons? That's what this one does, right? Yeah, it creates little dragons stuff. Well, not little ones, but, you know, dragons. What do we do? These guys, they're not super powerful, so I say we definitely want to do, so we don't really need shield counter, but I say we do it anyways because they probably have removal. Gain 5 life. None of these count as a enchantment or artifact, unfortunately. Maybe we just get Rhino. Rhino in life. Or no, shield counter on Titan. Or shield counter on Rhino. Rhino in life. Let's go Rhino in life. Life, Rhino. So 3 cards we can't see. These 2 are... Them drawing more cards. Scrying card draw is a little scary. Yeah, they just have it all though anyways. Should have went for the shield counter. What was I thinking? They can't have perfect everything all the time. What was the last 4 games? Bleh. I just can't believe their decks just always end up in this order. Like, the perfect combination of cheap spells early game right into the absolute perfect combo of expensive spells when they have the mana. Like, what complete and utter flawless list. No ramp, everything just natural. They've done extra card draw, that's about it. That's it. Land, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're only 1 land behind us, and this deck has all kinds of ramp in it. Is that 20 yet? That looks like 20 yet. It's 5 of them. How come I can't? Yeah, whatever. Not really. Alright. A lot of lands. I guess not a lot. I thought these were lands for some reason. You go first, right? I thought I saw you first? No. Maybe not. Damn. Alright, at least we got some removal for it. We can get it to it a turn early? Maybe. We sacrifice a Dryad next turn. We can Binding the champion. Probably play more zombies, pump him up. No? Just attack. Take the damage, sack the creature. I was supposed to get another black source, but I forgot Dryads only go green. They only fetch us green. Wah wah. Oh my god, with the green. Could Meathook for 2. Or do we let their board get a little bigger first? We maybe let their board get a little bigger first. Play this. Go for more ramp. Because that was our 3rd turn, I think. Disgusting. Oh, they created treasure with it. They didn't go for the Dryad. They knew I could sacrifice it, but then I wouldn't have a blocker. Unless they give this guy a trample, or they target my Dryad with a different form of removal. I can just do the same trick again, block and sack. They do have the mana to do it once. And they do it. A lot of zombies entering the field. One attacker. I think Meathook's looking pretty sweet right now. We need to do it for 4 though. Well, technically 5 if we wanna. We will actually. We're ramping with Dryad for a land, and then we got a forest. Actually, that's a forest that we're getting with Dryad. Damn. We're gonna have 4 forests and 2 swamps. That's -4. Shit. Yeah, so they are going to get the damage through because we have to do this now. Yeah, if we do 6, this will do -4. Which is good enough to get rid of everything except the Champion of the Perished. Can we play out Tanuki? No. Well, actually, yes. Yes, we can. They do have the Death Toucher here, which they're almost definitely going to be attacking with. Probably just going to pump this guy up huge with more zombies. They only got 1 card left, though. Do we just shoot this guy down, take a bump on the nose, and then... Or we just gain, what, 3 life, get rid of these guys, take a bump on the nose anyways? Get rid of this guy next turn? I think we do that. Let's see what they got. Let's see what that last card is, or if they draw into anything game-changing. We go back up to 15. Or game-ending, I mean. I need the game-changing. Right now, they're just beating the snot out of us. Alright, Meathooks cancel out now. That's a pile of poop. Gotta get rid of that. We have no current way of getting rid of their Meathook. What do we got? Dryads in the bin? That's it? Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, now we can get rid of their Meathook. But I think we get a creature on the field first. Keep our land drops coming. They got 2 cards in hand. Hopefully they're nothing good. Ah, you son of a... Come on, Shigeki! Come on. Alright, well, I'm not going to play 1 out as a land this time. What do we want to retrieve? Let's grab Tanuki. I almost played it as a land. Can I still play it? Yes. I did not do that math prior. You got more removal? Keep it coming. You really need to get rid of their Meathook, though, too. We got a binding that's ready to do it. We need to stop whiffing on these draws. We've been, what, I think we did like a whole bunch in a row of that. And we just gained a whole shitload of life. Not much from that. That'll get rid of Meathook for us. We have the mana, but not. We will be 1 black short if we play this first. And we'll have no black to play this if we play that. So we'll just get 1 less card draw from it. And 2 less damage to them. Damn it. Well, their Meathook's gone. Let's cover this for next turn. Come on, Shigeki, where are you? Here's some card draw and massive damage. Come on! All that removal I needed in my past games. Here it all is. Here you go. Like, this shuffler hates me. It's so out to get. How is it not? Like, it looks like we might win. Don't get up ahead of us. Especially, you know what? This is it. How much mana do we have left? 8? Oh, I really want to go get Shigeki. Yeah, I think we should. 8 will get us 3 out of the graveyard. Let's do that during their turn. That's a little terrifying. Just a bit. How do they get to play it back? You make it from your graveyard. Not named died this turn. So they need more creatures to make that happen. 3, right? Yeah, I think we can get 3. 6, 7, 8, yeah. I like this. We need recovery, and we got enough removal, so let's go... Tanuki, I guess. Yeah, let's just... Invoke Despair. Get rid of their dragon. Holy cards. Let's get rid of some. Crap, everything else like draws me cards. Get some big things out there. We need to hold that for Shigeki. The recovery, because it was waiting for us to play it as a land. Ooh! Okay. That's disgusting. But we do hit him a bit there. Thank you. This is 5. I think we can do this. Meathook will hit him for 1 here. I don't even care about the land. I wasn't even sure if I had another forest. And then for the victory. Yeah. Okay, so there were the games. That is some of the best luck I've had in a while, and I don't really think it was luck. I think my opponents had all the luck. Holy crap. Holy freaking crap. But yeah, our deck, my deck for the most part, our deck, for the most part, performed exactly as I wanted it to. There was a few hiccups there, like, oh, that one short game that we lost, like, ugh, that was just ridiculous. But yeah, it's we're a little bit more mid-rangey. We take a little bit while to get going, so in the beginning we are a little bit more vulnerable. And yeah, we don't have super cheap removal in here for our removal. So yeah, aggro decks that come out really quick and fast and hard, they do have the ability to kind of get us if we don't get our meat hooks on the right timing, as well as our our removal. Spot removal and our meat hooks need to show up on our hand at just the right timing so we can cast our spot removal to get rid of their stuff, leading into a meat hook when they're building up big and about to overwhelm us. Meat hook, gain a bunch of life from killing all their creatures, and then we start really taking control of the game after that point. But if we don't get a perfect draw when our opponent's on an aggro deck with a perfect draw, we're hopeless. Even if we're on the play, we're pretty hopeless with this deck if they're really super fast. But if we do get the right draw, we can keep up with a pretty fast aggro deck. It's definitely tricky, but I do think it's possible. I love the Titan of Industry. Like 7 mana is not like a stupid number either. So when you're running a decent amount of ramp in your deck, or if it's even some kind of treasure deck or something like that, oh, a little yawn there. Excuse me. I'm a little tired. I've been really busy. Anyways, Titan of Industry, yeah, really cool. Lots of extra synergy for 7 mana. That's just redonkulous. I guess that's why it's a mythic rare. And my old-time favorite here, old classic favorite, Invoke Despair. All these things are all so good. I like the Topiary Stomper either. Or I do as well, I mean, not either. Oh, jeez. And, but I don't know. I actually almost like the Tanuki a little bit better. I think Stomper is definitely way better in a different kind of deck. Because we do go with a lot of graveyard shenanigans in here and we're trying to bring stuff back, I think that makes Tanuki a bit better in this deck than Topiary Stomper, because it does give us that late game kind of awesomeness. Whereas when we have 7 lands on the battlefield, we can cast Greater Tanuki, and that's when Topiary Stomper activates, and it's just a 4/4 vigilance. But we're not. You could say that it's like we're spending 3 mana to get a ramp, and then we're getting a free creature late game. That's a 4/4 vigilance. So it's even though the Greater Tanuki is a lot more powerful and does have trample, we still do have to cast that 6 mana later on to get it. But that's probably just what makes the difference between a rare and a common. But yeah, I think in this particular deck, the Tanuki does work really well. I almost really like this kind of balance between those 2 creatures. 1 copy of Stomper and 3 of Tanuki. I don't think I would want 4 of Tanuki in here. We'd flood out on them. I feel I'd probably flood out on them. Even maybe go 2 of each would be probably pretty good. I think I was probably thinking about that earlier. Other than that, it'd be nice if Dryad would give us any basic land when we sacrificed it instead of just forests. That'd be really freaking nice. I don't know what else to say. I love everything else about it. I can't believe how perfect pretty much every opponent's card except the last one. I can't remember it too well already, but the last one, I think they had some pretty good stuff, don't get me wrong, but man, our first set of first 4, most of them, damn, just wow, damn, how do you do that? But yeah, made it for the first. Yeah, damn, I'm happy with it. I'm definitely gonna be playing this deck some more. That is some fun stuff. Challenging thinker. You gotta figure out how to survive early a game, and then late game you're bringing stuff back and just like laughing at them. Ha ha ha. Despair. Wahaha. Anyways, that'll be it for today. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you all at the next video. Cheers.